How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Bantikow. And I'm going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to Bantikow. It is time to write the next chapter of the history on this map. Map is converted and modernized from FS19 to FS22. Start your career and discover the numerous challenges that await you. Breathe new life into this region. The map includes 3 farms, 22 fields, and 3 meadows, animals, cows, pigs, sheep, chickens. Shop with workshop, 11 sell points, biogas plant, sawmill." This map was created by Puma145 and is 255.81 megabytes to download. There are no required mods for this map. This is what the map looks like. You start here, kind of northwest-ish of the map. What do you own? Well, you start out with fields, or farmlands, number 5, 24, and 27. You can purchase the peripheries, so pretty much every place on this map is purchasable. You do not start with any animal pens. You can get contracts. You do not start with any of the production chains, as well as there are no collectibles. There are mods specific to this map. Nothing on the actual mod screen that you can get, but if you go into the build mode, you look down at sheds, nothing in sheds. There are, as you can see here, under silos, several bunker silos, including a manure heap. No silo extensions, no containers. Oh no, I'm sorry, yes containers. You'd have the fertilizer tank as well as the seed tank. No tools, no farmhouses. Under productions, you do have a few here. This includes the dairy, the oil mill, cereal mill, or cereal factory, and sugar mill. The farmer's market. No greenhouses, orchards, or generators. No animals, pens, I believe. No cows, no horses, no pigs, no sheep, no chickens, no bees, no others. Under fences, I do not remember there being any. Nope. Lights, no. Others, no. Landscaping, you have several new swatches for painting. No trees and no plants, if I remember correctly. That is correct. Alright. So, where do we start? Well, we start here at the starting farm, as a matter of fact. So, it gives us a good opportunity to check out what we start out with equipment-wise. And we got a lot of stuff here. So, under medium tractors, we have a Massey Ferguson MS7720S. The Claas Axion 800, as well as the John Deere 7810. Under harvesters, we have the Case Axleflow 7150. Under forage harvesters, we have a John Deere 9700. Telehandlers, the Schaefer 4670T. Trailers, got quite a few here. The Branther TA23071 Power Push Plus. The Branther DD24073 2XXL, actually 2 of those. Under headers, we have the header for the Case. The forage harvester, we have the header for the, for the John Deere 360 Plus. Under plows, we have the Convernland Ecomat. Whoops. Under cultivators, the Lemken Carrot 12500 KUA. Disc harrows, the Agromaz BTC50H. Under seeders, you actually have a pair of them. You have the K-brand Espresso 6000 RC, as well as the Pottinger Terrasum C6F. Under sprayers, the Hardy Navigator 4000 Delta Force. Fertilizer spreaders, the Bradell K105. Under weeders, the Enbach Pneumatic Star 900. Under mowers, the Convernland 4140L. Under tedders, the K-brand GF 8712. Windrowers, the K-brand GA 4731. Balers, the Pottinger Impress 125F Pro. Bale loaders, you have the FarmTech DPW 1800. Front loader tools, you have the Albert Pallet Fork. And lastly, the header trailers, the Nardi N40BX. Whew, that's a lot of starting equipment. And you start out with a pretty impressive starting farm. I will tell you that right up front. But first, let's go over here. This is the sleep trigger. You can check this out. There's tons of storage for all your equipment. Just tons of places for you to store things. Big halls, big areas to store. Just, ooh, very, very nice. Right here, you have a gas station, so you can actually purchase some diesel right here, right from the farm. So that's nice. A lot of your starting equipment over in this area. More storage. So much going on here. Got a couple of bunker silos back here. I think these are bunker silos, right? No, they're not. These are like grain storage. Just places where you can throw loose grain. Big storage hall right here. Open that up. Look at that. Tons and tons of room. More covered storage for your trailers, some of your forage harvester, your case harvester. Here's your bunker silo. Yep. And then over in this area here, this is your grain silo. Got your input right here, your output's over here. And now we're going to run back this direction. And then we're going to pick up a tractor and start heading around the map. But first, I forgot to point these out. These are the tanks in the back of the farm. So you have a seed tank right here and a fertilizer tank. Then right up here is our tractor that we'll go ahead and take. We'll take the Claas right here and head around town. We need to go this way. Open the gate. And now we're just going to head along in this direction because a lot of stuff we're looking for is right over here. Now, if I remember right, in the description it said there were either 3 or 4 farms. Let me just double check that. 3 farms. But I kind of count more because there's kind of separate areas for each of the animals. Like their pens and stuff are kind of held there. And there's a lot of storage and stuff that's, available to you as soon as you purchase the land. So I count personally more farms than what is written in the description. So, and because of the order I kind of found these in, the number I'm going to give is a little bit wonky compared to the order at which they will appear. So I apologize for that up front, but there's a little method to the madness. So if we look at the map real quick, we were here at the farm. We just kind of saw the house, the gas station, came over and saw the grain silo, and then the fertilizer and seed tanks. right there. We then grabbed the tractor, came out down this road all the way over here to this area here. If we purchase farmland number 9 for $104,760, you then have access to the BGA. It's just a standard BGA, nothing in particular about it that makes it any different than any other one from base game. Behind us there is the lime station, is a lime station. There are multiple on this map. Go ahead and leave here. Head out in this direction. And right here to our left is our first area in which we can purchase to get animals. So if we stop here, and it just dawned on me, I did not borrow any money at the beginning, so let's do that right now. Because we're going to need it. Alright, that should be good. So, go back to the map real quick. If you purchase farmland number 38 for $22,728, you now have access to the chickens. Now, this is why I say that these... Open up the gate, thank you. This is why I say that this kind of counts as a farm/farmland. There's plenty of storage, there's like things to do over here, like for your chickens and all this stuff. So I would count this as kind of a farm. Now, granted, there's not like a sleeping trigger or anything like that, but you can add something like that, and you've got a little house here to kind of, you can put a doormat or whatever. So I would count this as a farm. But you've got your feed trigger here, you have your chicken trigger right here, and you can store up to 200 chickens at this site. Go ahead and hop back in the tractor here. Head a little further down the way. I did just... yeah, this is... Okay, so you can open these. So there's more storage over here. You got to purchase a separate piece of property, but... oh, that one... okay, never mind. So this one up front is is openable, but the rest is not. So come down here. Make a left. And then through the gates. All right, so here to our right, this is the barn sell point. Across the way in here, that is the grain elevator sell point. And this door over here, this is the vegetables and fruit sell point. And then lastly, right over here, set of pumps right there, another gas station for you to purchase your diesel. And now, we exit this area here. Open the gates. Now we just drive a little ways down the road for the next point of interest. And up here just past the BGA, if we make a right and go down this kind of long driveway back here, will be the next farm. So the first farm with the chickens, I discovered late in the game and labeled that one as farm number 5. This one I labeled as farm number 2, farm number 1 being the one we start at. So number 2, this is the cow pasture farm. So once we get around the corner here, if we open this gate and gain access to the yard, now, where were we? Where have we been? What have we seen? We were here at the chickens, came down this little side street, pulled into here, checked out the barn, the grain elevator, the vegetable and fruit sell point, gas station, came out, made a left, up this road, and now we're pulling into the yard just here. If we purchase farmland what farmland? 7 for $495,216. You can see we now have access to the cow pasture as well as some other nice things. So let's pull around the backside first. Now over here, what is that? I don't remember seeing that. I'm sorry, but I don't know what this is. Almost looks like a storage vat for your milk. Maybe that's the output for the milk. That would make sense. Over to the left is a manure heap. You got your bunker silo just right here. Off to the right, you have a hay loft. And then, if we come down... Nope, I went the wrong way. Need to go this way. Over here is the trigger for the cows, where you can have up to 450 cows at one point, at any given time in this particular pen. And now we need to back up and head the way we were heading. So a lot going on at this farm. That's why it's probably the most expensive. You're going to get a lot out of it. So open this back gate here. And now we head in this direction. So at this point, we're just coming to the end of this kind of track here out behind this farm. Gonna make a left. And catch up to our next point of interest. Okay. I'm just going to leave the tractor right here. And right here, you have your dairy. Purchase that for $70,000. Back here, you have your sugar mill for $80,000. That you can make that yours as well. Behind you is the oil mill, another $80,000 for that one. And then lastly over here is the cereal factory. $110,000 for that one. So a lot of various factories all right here in this area. So nice little area to get your hands on and get up and running. And now go ahead and head down kind of southwestern direction. In just a moment, I'll go ahead and bring back up the map, kind of show where we've been, where we've gone. Some incoming traffic. Alright, now off to our right here. We head out towards the northwest corner of the map. And directly in front of us is the next point of interest. Pulling the little driveway right here. Alright. We'll stop right here. And if we open this door here, you can see this is our repair trigger. Little repair shop right there. Back here, some more gas pumps for the gas station. And over here is our shop trigger. Head back to our tractor. And from here we're going to start heading south. To our next couple of points of interest. Now off to our right, just a little ways in front of us, is the next farm. This one I labeled as farm number 3. If we pull in here, stop right here. Here you have a lime station. And if we go into the map and kind of check out where we've been, what we've seen. So we were here at farm number 2, the cow farm. We kind of toured through here, went out the back gate, up and around, and we saw the dairy, the sugar mill, oil mill, and cereal factory productions. Came out of that complex, pulled all the way down up in this direction, and we saw the vehicle repair trigger, the gas station, as well as the shop trigger. Went straight down, and now we are here. If we purchase farmland number 37 for $166,320, we now have access to sheep in this sheep pasture, where we can have up to 150 sheep in this particular pasture. And if we head out of here, we're going to start heading right into downtown. As you can see, it's starting to pick up a little bit, get a little bit more congested. Well, not congested, but more items are right here. Okay, now let's come to a stop right here. Back here is our bakery. You can purchase this for $50,000. And then right here is the Village Grain Elevator sell point. Then we'll hop back in our tractor, head a little bit further south. And now we'll stop right here. Come through here, you can see this is the animal dealer. If you have any of the animal pens, pastures, whatever, you can either select like I'm doing here, or if you have an animal trailer, you can put it into the marker here and load directly into the trailer and transport them yourself. And now just on the other side of this fence is the spinnery. Purchase that for $60,000. last couple of points of interest here immediately in town. We have another lime buying station, as well as the farmer's market sell point. And now heading out of town, continuing south. Okay, if we make a left right here, and then followed by a right, all right, to the right here we have the sawmill, but as best as I can tell, this is a sell point, not a production chain. I don't have an extra cog or an extra trigger that would indicate that it's anything but a sell point. And then back here you have the carpentry, and you purchase that for $60,000. Yeah, like I said, I've been around, and I just didn't see another one of those wrenches that would show that it was a purchasable point for the production. Oh, and I just went on the outside of the fence for some reason. Hey, but I can get in right there. Okay. So at this point, what I'm going to do to kind of save time and to prevent backtracking, I'm going to cut across some of these fields. I'll apologize to the farmers later, but otherwise I'd have to go way beyond through town and then off to the east just to come back south, go back north, go like it's yeah, a lot of hassle. Don't want to have to just waste time and waste your time not getting to point A to point B. So, directly in front of us, as you can see, is another lime buying station. We're going to continue to cut through fields 14. Where we're going to catch up to the main road right here. Make our way around this bend here, and we are rapidly approaching our next point of interest. It's going to come up here on the left. Let's see. There it is. Our next farm that we can purchase. I'll just leave this right here. Alright, now if I bring up the map, show us where we've been, what we've seen. We're up here at the sheep farm. Headed down south, around. Saw the bakery as well as the village grain elevator. We went and saw the animal dealer. Then the spinnery. Came down here, the lime buying station, as well as the farmer's market. Further south, came in around here and took in the sawmill. Like I said, basically it's a sell point. Like, I don't think it's like a production chain. And then the carpentry right here. Pulled out and then cut through this field 1 through field 13. Took in the lime station here. Through this field and then met up down here at this farm. If you purchase farmland number 18 for $89,016, you now have access to the pig enclosure. You've got your slurry pit right there, manure pit right there, and for your pigs, Didn't realize it was on the other side. There it is. You can have up to 300 pigs. Again, tons and tons of storage. Lots of area for you to be able to just kind of store equipment and the whole 9 yards. Like you got, should be no shortage of storage for equipment. Now we hop back in the tractor and head down towards the east a bit more to some of our final points of interest. I think that's the first I've noticed. What is that in the middle of the field here? Sorry, I don't mean to kind of deviate from the tour, but... Huh. I don't know what that is. Anywho, if we go in here... Oops. Alright. Right here is our barn sell point. Potato sell point. And lastly, sugar beet sell point. And that is the map. That is Bantikow. Now, it is time for my opinion. The rating, 0 to 5 scale. What do I think of this map? Well, I really like it. I really, really like it. I like Puma 145's a couple of his other maps, like Goldcrest Valley, and I cannot think of the other one off the top of my head. Why can't I think of it? Anyways, I like this map. I would give this map a solid 4. Very solid. There's a lot of details, a lot of things going on. It's a refresh from FS19's version. I must admit I did not play FS19's version of this map, so I don't have a fair comparison. But just with what's been presented to me here and now in this map and in front of me kind of thing, I just really like it. I like that, again, it's kind of muted tones. The colors are not like popping and like over the top, kind of exaggerated. Except for like the kind of man-made structures where there's pops of color and stuff, like that radio tower right there. You've got, and again, just a key kind of detail to this map, that giant tower right in the middle of the fields. You've got the town that's off to the west side there, the Bantikow, that's just all like made from scratch. It just looks very nice and neat and put together. Now, the reason that this didn't score higher, unfortunately, is because the sell points, the production points, up in the northwest of the map, so kind of more north-ish. The cluster of 4, the sugar mill, the dairy, the cereal factory, all that stuff kind of right there. The reason why that kind of bothers me is you look around and you see tons and tons of custom buildings, custom everything. There was so much love and effort put into this map. Puma 145 did an amazing job with this. But then, like, what is that? What did I just see here? Oh. Haha. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, things like that. Like, I saw something and it was a cool little bird just kind of hanging out there. But just, there's so much in the ways of custom items, custom buildings, custom, birds. There's a cat somewhere that I stumbled across earlier. Just all sorts of stuff. But then you've got the bare basic, the stuff from Giants factories, and it seems like very out of place for the map and everything else that's here. So like that's literally about the only negative I could say is that kind of upper north corner of the map where there's just a lot of giant stuff. That just doesn't seem like that it fits, it belongs, kind of thing. But other than that, this I think this is a great map. I think this is, you know, tons and tons of details. It's relatively flat. It's not that undulating or anything like that, but that's okay because there's a lot of like trees and light poles and all this stuff that kind of makes you kind of I don't want to say restricted, but because it really doesn't restrict you. There's certainly areas around where you can like go around and stuff, but it's just I don't know. It's just encouraging. Maybe is a kind of a better way to describe it. Like it encourages you to stay on the path, kind of thing. I don't know. It's just it's kind of hard to describe, but I'm actually approaching that area that I was talking about. How it just doesn't seem to fit. Like to me personally, it just doesn't seem to belong in the area. Now, I'm certainly no expert of the what this is supposed to be modeled after or anything like that, but I don't know, it just doesn't look like it fits. So, that's just about the only knock I can give it. And again, every time I give my opinion like this, and it seems like I'm being either harsh or negative, it's not to be mean or anything like that. It is simply as a point of constructive criticism. I am eternally grateful to every single map maker and creator out there. They are doing something I could never do in making these and just creating more content and more, stuff for us in this community to be able to play and enjoy. So I am very, very grateful for this and every map that's made. This one, I'm very, very excited to have around. But that is the map. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Ooh, take care.